Welcome to Mickey Talks. Matt, I can't believe I'm saying this number. Episode 20.
Show number 20. We made it out of our teens.
Wow, it's really blown me away, everybody. Thank you so much. Lots to talk about today. A lot of fun to have, including talking to you guys on the phone. Matt, a lot going on right now, especially Barnes Paving, who is bringing you Mickey Talks episode 20.
We appreciate you.
Barnes Paving is the best. Barnes Paving can meet all your paving and asphalt needs. They deliver exceptional services at low prices. And right now, when you mention Mickey Talks, you're going to get 10% off at Barnes Paving. Barnes Paving is MHIC licensed and insured and accredited with the Better Business Bureau. No job is too big or too small. Let them do anything you need. Chances are they service your area in Maryland and even parts of Pennsylvania. Go to BARNES paving.com. That's barnespaving.com. Or give them a call at 443-243-3710. Thank you, Barnes Paving.
And we want to remind you right away that soon, one day soon, I should say, we're not going to be on Facebook streaming any longer. So you want to like the Facebook page, subscribe. It's at Mickey Pod on YouTube, rather.
Correct.
And if you're digging the show right now, please help us out by sharing the Facebook feed.
Yeah, just click your share button. And then write, this show is hilarious, I listen every day. Or, you guys should listen to this every day, it's a fun show. Is that fair, Matt?
That's fair. And coming up this week, we're going to have Huber from 100.7 The Bay. He's going to be on the show on Thursday.
Awesome.
And tomorrow, are you up for this hot sauce challenge?
We're going to talk about it. I mean, I'm a little scared, but we'll get it done.
Now, I love hot stuff, but my tolerance is a little down. So if you've ever seen the show Hot Ones, there's a benefit show coming up for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, and the people that are throwing that, Sagamore Pendry, Baltimore, will be stopping by tomorrow and giving us the wings that they're going to be eating, a sample of them anyway.
I mean, listen, I'm going on record. I am a giant baby when it comes to spicy food. I've never enjoyed it. My mouth gets on fire. When you get wings, what do you normally get? Mild, like the basic buffalo is all I can handle.
Yeah.
I don't like anything more than that.
When's the last time you had something spicy? Like, what was it, and how did you react?
Sometimes sushi thing I'll try, and it ends up being red hot. And
with the green, what's it called?
I know not to get that crap. But sometimes sometimes spicy tuna is made a little too spicy.
I got you.
For my taste.
Yeah.
Or I've had sauces on sushi that are like, and it's some Indian stuff you try a bite of, and then you understand why Indian people, because I don't understand that food.
Yeah,
Some of that spice.
I always order Indian spicy when I go there, and they look at me like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm definitely sure."
You like it like that?
I do, but now that I'm a little bit older,
You're
it's starting to catch up with my stomach. Is the problem?
Yeah, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. It's like a, I don't know. I guess it's almost like.
Is it an endorphin rush?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it's an endorphin thing for me.
Yeah, I don't like that feeling where you feel like your face is melting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does nothing. I've never sat down to eat a steak and went, man, hope this hurts.
Well, I think my tolerance is down, but you probably want to bring some milk and some extra drinks with you tomorrow.
I'm bringing an EMT. That's what I'm bringing. If I got to do this. This is insanity. I don't even want to do it.
And
I'm scared.
You got to be able to talk. I get very hiccupy when I start eating really spicy food. So
I
it might
cry.
Be hard
My
to
eyes
understand.
water.
Yeah, the eyes water.
Yeah, I'm going to be.
Nose runs.
Yeah, it's going to be ugly. I'm going to do the whole show like a drunk Rocky tomorrow. Hey, well, hello, hot wings. Say random words every now and then that make sense. Hey, hot wings.
Yeah, you're going to have like an out-of-body experience with some of the hotter stuff tomorrow.
Milk. Oh, I can't. Oh, I'm dreading it.
Ew.
Dreading it.
The milk.
Yeah, I didn't need milk, Mick. It's like Mick, but the C is an L. I did that for my boy. If he's listening, Rocky Drunk, that was Drunk Rocky for Rocky. My man. What else is going on, buddy? You listen, something I want to talk to you about. So, you know how we were deciding we were going to take the show and like make little bits out of them, right?
Yeah, like reels.
Yeah, so I was here, and then I took a bit that was like 2 minutes long, or like a minute and a half, and you came in. I was like, hey, what do you think of this for a little one? And you were like, yeah, it's cool, man, but why don't we make Like, cut that one up. And I was like, what? I never thought about doing it that way.
Yeah, there was like 3 punchlines in there, and that was
Yeah.
just with people's attention spans. You want to keep them kind of short.
It blew my
right?
mind. I
Yeah.
never thought about it.
Yeah.
But it was like really interesting to follow along. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
you
to
saw-
see what you were saying and the way we cut it and edited it was really interesting.
Yeah, so you're going to start to see reels on our Facebook pages and then, of course, on YouTube as well.
Yeah, everybody, look, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube page, we're really pushing that because we have to eventually move to it for this show to really be where we need it to be in order for it to continue. So if you please could just sign into your Google account and just click on our YouTube page and then hit subscribe. And listen, you don't ever have to watch one episode. Just subscribe.
Well, we would love for you to watch
We would love
episodes
for you
there,
to
but-
do it. But what I mean is, it's not like you're going to be bombarded with our shows. Like, you go to it when you want. It's just a little library, but it helps us a lot if you just subscribe so that YouTube knows you're interested in the show, and that helps us with advertising.
Let's try to get there by the end. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers is our first goalpost, right?
By when?
Think
May
we-
1st.
Think we can do it by the end of the week?
No, I don't think we could do it by the
No?
end of the week. No. I think if we are smart and we say, okay, in 15 days we need another 500, I think that's a pretty decent.
No, it would be amazing.
I'm
yeah.
learning not to like just say things just to say them.
Yeah.
Like set realistic goals.
Right.
And the realistic goal for this one is I'd like to have 1,000 subscribers by May 1st.
All right, by the first of next month.
Yeah, because then, that's when the big bucks kicks in, Matt.
There you go.
We both start getting large fries.
Yes,
You know
large
what I mean?
fries.
An extra milkshake
It's
if we
gonna be-
want it.
It's going to be wonderful.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Cannot wait, buddy. Hey, another thing. I took, it was I had an interesting day, I'll just say. I don't want to, get really into it. But driving down here, right? I'm coming down 695 where, over the back river, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep,
that
know
back
exactly
end
where
of
you
it?
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I look to my right, and I say, I look to my left. I'm like, all right, that's out to the bay or whatever. And then I look in front of me, and there's coming up on the right, a dude just pulled over on the side of the road fishing on 695 at the back river.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do you possibly catch there?
That is some good eating, boy.
Only
Only the locals know about that.
I'll tell you, it was weird to see. I kind of
Yeah.
chuckled. And then I, drove in, but
You ain't got no competition.
nothing. You got nothing there. But what are you catching other than
You catch
evidence?
some 3-eyeballed fish,
Yeah,
man.
you're gonna pull up a dead
Evidence.
body. Yeah, that's what you're gonna reel in. Evidence.
Yeah.
No thanks. Yeah, it just would freak me out a little bit, man.
I would love to see the fish he pulls out of there if he does.
yeah,
There's got to be some living stuff in there, right?
my son caught that new fish that looks like I don't even know what it
Oh,
looks.
the snake fish? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it looks like a snake.
Yeah.
He caught one.
They can crawl up on land? You
Yeah,
talking about
he-
those fish?
Not the snake head, I don't think.
Okay, I was
think
thinking
it's
the
a
snake
different name, a new invasive fish that's just eating all the good stuff.
Wow.
You
And
know,
what do you do with that?
you cut its head off.
So you-
and I think
so you
you
don't
can
eat-
eat
do
it.
you eat it?
I think you can eat it.
Really?
I know the snakehead they say is unbelievable.
See, I don't eat fish. So I don't know.
I don't
But
eat a
would you
fish
eat it?
that can walk. That's where I draw the line.
Right.
If my fish can walk, he's off the menu.
Would you eat a back river fish?
Yeah, I would.
Would you?
Yeah, I mean, I'd make sure it was clean, but yeah. I mean, it's not like the water's poisonous.
Would you get him a checkup?
I mean, he may have to
Give him a
pass
physical?
Yeah. I mean, he may get a cotton swab before I ingest it. But yeah, I would eat a fish out of the back. You wouldn't?
Wow. I mean, I don't eat fish, first of
Oh,
all.
I like
you
fish.
know?
I like
Like,
light
let's say a
fish
crab.
and salmon.
If it was a crab, I would be a little
I wouldn't bother
hesitant
me a
to eat
bit.
a crab.
I wouldn't bother me a bit.
Of course, crabs are just scavengers.
Yeah, they're
anyway,
just
right?
eating all the poop anyway.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, thank you, crabs, because
Yeah.
that's delicious.
That is good eating, yeah.
Hey, you know what? I saw the Injustice for All. Remember that movie with Al Pacino? It was
Yep.
shot in Baltimore.
Yeah.
My Uncle Timmy's in a scene in that.
Really?
Like an extra. He's like in the courthouse.
Yep.
And Al Pacino walks by
Is he an
him.
actor?
No, well, I mean, he was young then. He was like early 20s, I think. And he just went down and answered a casting call for extras, and they picked him.
That's cool.
Yeah, and he did it, and But I saw that movie. It reminded me of that today. But I don't remember that. But what would you say is the best movie ever shot in Baltimore?
Wow. I mean, you
Chat
got to think of
room.
all the John Waters films you got to think about, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd put.
You wouldn't put the John Waters in there?
I mean, they're as far as like, they're incredible if you're from Baltimore. But I'm talking like on a grander scale.
All right, well, give me the list because I'm
I'm
drawing
trying to
blank
think,
on some
man.
stuff. I think.
Okay, so Injustice for All, Avalon, the Diner.
Oh yeah, Diner.
There's to me, it's either Diner or Avalon, and I actually like Avalon more. That Barry Levinson movie.
Yeah, here I got
Yeah.
a list of.
Go ahead. What do you got?
Oh my God, it's
pretty
it's
substantial.
It's a huge list.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Of course, it's got Diner in here.
Yep.
You've got all the John Waters movies, as I mentioned before, too. Absolute Power,
Yep.
Ace of Cakes. What's a TV show? Ace
Yeah.
of Cakes. This is
Yeah.
movies and TV shows.
Okay.
It's a lot of stuff shot
Yeah,
here,
no,
man.
Baltimore.
It's crazy.
Baltimore has a pretty good. Maryland had an unbelievable film industry going, and then I think it got. I don't know this for sure, but I think politically they screwed it up about taxes and crap like that. And they would. I don't know. I could be wrong, but Maryland was a very much a hotbed to shoot shows. Maybe it still is, and I'm wrong. But I thought there was an issue, and they stopped making as many things here. I don't know all the details.
This is Sleepless in Seattle. Did you know that?
Hey, it might have been a scene shot here. I
Yeah,
don't know
right,
that for
right.
sure. I mean, that would be stupid. Why don't you just call it Sleepless?
Serial Mom. I love
Serial
that movie.
Mom's a great movie.
Yeah.
That one or Pecker are my two favorite John Waters
Yeah,
movies,
yeah.
without a doubt.
Right.
Yeah. Those are my two favorite.
Major League 2. That's right. They shot at the stadium here, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah. There's probably lots of people we know who were extras in that, I'm sure.
I want to thank everyone who's saying some kind things in the chat room, Matt. My friend Lori, your show is really taking off. I love it. I'm subscribing by May 1st, I promise. Another great movie, Ladder, what was that, 44?
Oh, yeah.
Or Ladder 41?
Right.
I think it was one of those
Yeah.
two. That was a great movie.
It was shot like Westminster or something, wasn't it?
I don't know. I
Carroll
don't
County?
remember all the.
Yeah.
Enemy of the State is one of my absolute favorites. Ivano, I agree with you completely. Well, you know, it's cool, man. I'm seeing a lot of people every day get in this chat room and talk to each other, which I think is like
a
the
phone
coolest.
call?
No, like the coolest thing in the world
Yeah.
is the people getting in here every day because you realize they're real listeners. They're listening every day.
Yeah, there's some great comments.
Yeah, get in the chat room. Get to know some people. Some great people in here. Some wonderful people.
And you can interact with our studio phone as well. You know, you can always text or give it a call. That's 443-626-7111.
Yes, you can call too. We'll just take random calls
Yeah,
today.
for
Hey,
sure.
we'll call it Talk to You Tuesday. Hey, today's Talk to You Tuesday.
Talk to Mickey Talk Tuesday.
Yeah, 443-626-7111. Give me a call if you want to chat. We'll do it live, man. We'll do it live.
You got to say 7111 if you want to say it like a radio guy.
7111.
7111.
I never ever like did that radio thing.
Yeah.
I could just never bring myself to do it.
I think if we listened back to some of my first radio tapes from
Are
way
they real
back in the-
radio-y?
I'll have to dig one out, man. Yeah, pretty bad. Not to mention, I was 17 when I
Yeah.
first went on the air, I think, 17, 18.
Yeah.
And I sounded like a little girl.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. Like, I was probably 18 the first time I was on the radio.
Yep.
As a comedian, and I'm sure. Oh, we got a text, Matt. Let's see who this is. It just says, keep
You got to shut the heck up.
keep kicking butt, guys. Miss you, Mick. It says something else there too. I didn't see it, but thank you so much. Yeah, guys, text us, call us, whatever you want to do. 443-626-7111. Hey, I got a question for you. I don't know if you follow the Orioles.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were off last night. Tonight we're playing.
Playing Cleveland tonight.
Yeah. Do you care?
What?
Like, are you going to say, all right, I want to see the game tonight?
I'm not going to see the game tonight, no.
You're not going to watch it?
No,
Yeah.
probably not.
I probably will now. I'm going to start. I really want to start. You know, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to watch every game. I'm not going to lie. But I do want to be more of a fan. I really like the fact that the Orioles have done some things to let the community and let Baltimore know that they know.
I got some fun stuff for That's the Facts, Matt, coming
Yeah.
up soon,
Oh, cool.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. And but you know what I mean? I feel like
Sure.
I mean, I understand people are always going to have problems with ownership, and they're always going to have, but I feel like it's Baltimore's team again and not a pawn in a media war.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
agree.
what it felt like for a long time to me. And I understand it. I mean, it's a major billion-dollar business. Who am I to tell any of these billionaires how to own? But, you know, when your product is the city and state of city of Baltimore and Maryland, and that's your team, you should kind of make the people that buy the tickets feel like they're participating, or at least like their concerns are being addressed. And there's
sure.
And there's a lot of, like, from what I understand this year, there's like cheaper items at the. Because listen, man, look, an average man that wants to take, you know, what's an average guy make? I don't even know what an average income is anymore.
I don't even know either, man.
75
it used to be
grand?
50, but
Right.
yeah, I think 75 is the
Okay,
new
say
50.
a guy makes 75 grand, right?
Yeah.
He's got 2 sons and a wife, and they want to go to the ball game. I mean, a couple years ago, if the guy wanted to buy a couple sodas, couple hot dogs, maybe some crab cake for the wife, that guy's in the hundreds of dollars.
Well, I mean, it was just a
by
couple
the end.
years ago, you could get like $9 tickets
Yeah.
down at the stadium, but that's
Yeah.
not the case anymore.
No,
I
I
think.
get it. I mean,
Yeah.
the team's winning, but
Sure.
they are trying to do some. And look, I'm all for supply and demand. If people are showing up at these prices,
Yeah.
I get it. And that sometimes the working man gets left behind by the success. But just, I've always said this: don't forget, because they will abandon after a while. They
Yeah.
will. Ask the Colts.
Hey,
The Colts.
agreed.
Yeah, man. It's it sucks, but I'm glad they're back. You know, and I'm excited for them again. I really am. I'm excited for Oriole baseball. You
If
know,
they could just stay off the injury list, right?
yeah. And my friend Stan is a diehard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous how much he loves the Orioles, and I mean, he watches every single inning if he can. He doesn't miss. It's wild. I mean, I wish I had that kind of commitment.
Well, we're more of a football
Or
town,
time.
I would say, but yeah,
I disagree,
there's some
dude.
diehard baseball fans here too.
I'll be honest with you. When I was a kid, I was more into the Orioles than football.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
I think the culture's changed a little bit, but
Because
That being
Orioles
said,
abandoned us for so long.
people are fired up about the Orioles.
Yeah,
right
and
now,
I
for
think
sure.
I think a deep playoff run will bring baseball back in a way that this town forgot about.
Yeah.
I mean, I can remember as a kid, Orioles, man, I can remember whole picnics in September in my backyard with the game on like 5 different radios around the backyard.
Yeah.
Everybody listening. It was so cool, you know, and it was like, you know, late in the season, and it's like 2 games left in regular season. We needed to, I forget what year it was. We needed to win, and it was like, and we did, and it was like everybody's yelling. That's so awesome. I love
mean,
that.
1983, it was 83, right? World Series.
Yeah.
That's a big childhood memory for me. You know, like the Orioles parade in our school. The whole town was orange.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it was amazing. A couple of questions in the chat room. Robbie Heckman.
What's up, Mr. Rob?
Rob was the greatest APD that ever lived.
Agreed. Love the dude.
One of the greatest, the funniest line I ever heard at a retirement party when Rob retired.
Yeah.
They gave him a watch, and he said, "What did I work for, DuPont?" And if you know Rob Heckman,
Yeah.
it's one of the greatest lines. But Rob, good to see you, my friend. He said, "What is the name of your YouTube page?" It is at Mickey Talks Pod, like podcast. At Mickey Talks Pod. Please subscribe. And
Like the videos, watch the videos.
yeah,
That
do all
helps
that stuff.
us.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to do real quick? I am going to go into the chat room right now, and I'm going to post our YouTube page in it.
Are you on Facebook? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm going into the Facebook chat room. I'm going in, as Detour
good
Dave
old-
used to say, and
Russ
Russ
used to
Motla.
say, yeah,
right,
yeah.
Russ Motla was, yeah. I can't get to my damn. Are you kidding me right now? All right, see if that works. All right, I did that. It's posting it. All right, guys, I posted the YouTube page in the chat room. Please go and subscribe to this page. It's all I need. We need to get these numbers up so that we can make millions and millions of pennies.
Our first goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you can help us do that, that'd be amazing.
Hey, I pinned our comment. I'm learning this.
Yeah.
So it's at the top of the comments all the time.
Yep.
telling you, I'm learning this stuff, buddy.
You are, man. You're going to be like a 13-year-old girl before you know it.
You know, I thought about this. I thought of myself, honestly, like as a cowboy in the Wild West. And right now I'm just riding out west. But in order for me to even get out in the West, I had to learn to ride a horse. And right now I'm learning to ride the horse. Mm-hmm. And that's what you're all watching right now live. We're figuring out how we're doing this. And
well, look, we come a long way since like show number 3 or whatever it was,
We've
right?
come a long way in 3 weeks, Matt.
Yeah,
we really have.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Are you into regular TV anymore?
You know what I watch? I watch YouTube.
That's it,
That's
right?
the majority of what I watch. And then I'll watch some shows with my wife on regular TV. So just random shows, but
I spend a lot of time in places I never see regular television, except for the news. It's weird. It like went away. I mean, I know still millions of people watch it. There are still millions of people without cable, things like I do understand all that. But, I mean, in everyday society, I think a lot less people watch network television.
Yeah, well, Huber and I talked about this actually. Neither one of us watch Saturday Night Live, but we'll see all the clips online. Yeah. Same thing with news. You know, you catch the news clip online.
Right.
I don't watch the 11 o'clock news anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't either.
Yeah.
And if I do watch news, it's national news.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't even know what's going on around here anymore. But now I'm starting to know, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm making it my business. In fact, let's do it. It's time for That's the Facts, Matt. Let's do it, buddy.
All right,
Brought to us by
Yes, sir.
Barnes Paving, the best people I've ever met in my entire life that do paving. And it's still amazing people, even if they didn't do, you know what I mean. BarnesPaving.com, BARNES paving.com, or give them a call, 443-243-3710. These people are unbelievable. You'll get a free consultation, and if you decide to do business, which you should, just to say Mickey Talks. That's all you got to say, Mickey Talks, and you get 10% off. Barnes Paving. Let them help you with all the paving, asphalt needs you could possibly have. Listen, commercial paving, residential, driveways, patchwork, undercutting, seal coating, milling asphalt, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Crack filling, commercial snow removal, even available for expedited service. They do everywhere from Baltimore all the way to Pennsylvania, Northeast, Falston, Timonium, everywhere. Give them a call, 443-243-3710. That's the Facts, Matt.
All right, so we were talking about the Orioles, and we've got to let Owen know. We had Owen in here, I guess, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
He helped us kick off Autism Awareness Month.
Yes, it was amazing.
Yeah, so there is a 17-year-old with autism who is set to perform the national anthem at the Orioles game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the Baltimore Orioles are celebrating Autism Acceptance Night on Thursday, tomorrow. The game will kick off, Thursday. The game will kick off with a special rendition of the national anthem by a 17-year-old violinist with autism. His name is Maddox Saleh. He's preparing to play the violin on the biggest stage yet. He says, I'm playing the national anthem. It's at Camden Yards. The game starts at 6:35, and the Orioles will be taking on the Guardians.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something totally selfish.
Go ahead.
Right now. I guess it's not selfish. The reason, if anybody out there is a season ticket holder, and Thursday's game really didn't dawn on you anything about the autism, and you're not sure if you're going anyway, and you'd like to donate those tickets to our good friend Owen, I'm sure he could get someone to take him to a game, and that would be amazing if
It'd
Owen
be great
could
to
go
get him there
on
for that.
If anybody could do that, reach out to me on Facebook or text me if you know me, whatever, and I'll get those tickets to his mom, and hopefully he can go to a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
That would be awesome.
The O's celebrating neurodiversity by hosting an Autism Acceptance Night. They'll be inviting organizations focused on autism awareness, acceptance, and advocacy. And Maddox said he's excited. And before he could even speak, his mom, Jessica, said he was musical. He started playing the piano, but found his passion with the violin when he was 13. And now he's representing the autism community by showing that he can do whatever he puts his mind to, just like anyone else.
You know, man, that was the coolest part for me with Owen was when I realized when he was young that he had, like, musical talent. Like, I understood he could walk up to a piano, he'd hear a song in the other room, and then he'd walk over to the piano, and he'd find the notes with his ear.
Really?
Yeah, and I mean, like, I've been around music enough to know that's different. Like,
Sure.
that's special. Never really had any kind of lesson in his life, and he figured it out. And then they got him lessons, and then to watch him figure, and it was all classical music. It wasn't like Mary Had a Little Lamb. I mean, he was doing Bach. It was unbelievable.
No kidding.
Now, don't get me wrong. It wasn't like virtuoso crazy.
Yeah.
But like melodies, he could just pluck them out.
Yeah, that's
and
great.
It was at a young age. It was incredible. And his ability to like remember names of things and places and dates and just that kind of mind, when you really witness it, it's just so beautiful. Now, there are steps that go with it that are tough. And any autistic parent, which I am not an autistic parent, but I've had the pleasure of having been around a lot of it.
Right.
But for the parents, it's very, 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 very difficult. They're amazing people that do this.
I know a few parents, yeah.
It's unbelievable. So to people out there with the spectrum world, you're amazing people. And trust me, I've seen it. It is unbelievable. The joy you cannot get from unless you've experienced it. The joy from an autistic person that they can give you. If you've never experienced it, you'll never understand it because it's so pure, honest, and real. And then if they have a difficulty or a trouble, you probably won't experience anything like that as well.
Yeah.
And it's really an overwhelming, incredible journey that people go on. But when they're amazing, they're unstoppable.
Well, we got to get him on a stage one day, man.
Oh, he's going to definitely.
With the piano, with the magic,
all of
and
it.
with the music.
Yeah,
and
jokes.
And the
Yeah,
jokes.
he'll do all of it.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. He's an incredible kid.
He is. It'd be the world would be a beautiful place if everybody was like Owen, for sure.
Without a doubt.
And keeping with the O's news here, Johns Hopkins students.
It would also be a very organized place.
Yes.
If it was all like Owen.
Right.
Every drawer would be closed. Right. Everything would be where it's supposed to be. It's the best.
Yeah.
I'm nothing like that.
No, I'm not either. We can
I'm
probably
sorry.
use it
I didn't
around
mean to
here.
interrupt
It's
you.
all good. It's
Just
all
made
good.
me think of him.
So the Johns Hopkins students have developed technology to help Baltimore Orioles build better baseball bats. They say statistically, hitting a baseball is one of the hardest things to do in all of professional sports. A major league batter gets a base hit less than 30% of the time, and that percentage is much lower when it comes to hitting a home run. Now, the Orioles are looking to AI to help get that percentage up, and they've tasked the Sports Analytics Research Group at Johns Hopkins with this challenge. Now, the Orioles are not funding any of the research, and they don't expect a return on any of the findings. But because it's the Baltimore Orioles, this project has kind of piqued a lot of interest with the students.
Wow.
Yeah, they're asking students to find a way to measure baseball bats with high precision. So the torpedo bat, as you may know, has been used for the past couple of years, but blew up this season when the Yankees opened up the 2025 season, hitting 15 home runs in their opening series, with 9 of those home runs coming from players who were using the non-traditional bat.
Yep. Golfers are hitting balls 150 yards further than what used to be hit.
Yeah.
Right? Could you imagine in 1977 if somebody said, Jack Nicklaus drove a 404-yard par 4?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. It didn't happen. So does that mean that they're cheaters? Relax. You still got to hit a ball coming at you from a guy that knows how to throw it any way he wants. It's coming insanely fast. It's one of the hardest things to do. Does it make it easier if the bat makes contact? Maybe. But you still got to do it. It's still a skill. Stop with the equipment, like you purist then why don't, if you're such a purist, why aren't they all wearing them old ass gloves? That, you know what I mean? Them old raggedy things that just look like a mitten.
Right.
Like, why isn't everybody, the game evolves, Skippy.
Yeah.
You had your time in it. Let the next people enjoy the game.
It's true. Developed by Yankees minor league hitting coordinator and former MIT physicist Aaron Lienhardt, the torpedo bat redistributes weight to where the player is most likely to make contact, essentially optimizing its power or sweet spot. So each player is unique. So when it comes to making contact, you got to find each player's sweet spot, and a bat must be measured with high precision. So right now, the Orioles are talking to two of the students down there who are measuring these at ridiculously precise levels. And they're going to have a solution for each one of the Orioles players at some point.
So they
imagine.
can literally build a bat based on a swing and a body type
They
and
need to
hand
do that
grip.
to make them effective. Yeah.
So it's literally like AI bat making.
Yeah, so the torpedo bat is like, I think it's thicker at the end or closer to the player's grip.
Yeah.
And then it kind of tapers. But where it tapers is where the sweet spot is for each
Right.
player, where they hit it. you
That's
know?
amazing.
Yeah. So
That's pretty wild.
so to analyze that without AI would be almost impossible.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
mean, how
Yeah.
else do you do that?
Right.
Nobody's glasses are that good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's bizarre. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. How do you feel about that? Like, is it cheating? I mean,
I don't think it is. I mean, you
I don't
come up with
either.
new technology and
Yeah.
new techniques in every sport, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I would totally believe.
I mean, were baseball players wearing cleats back in the day? In the early days?
Yeah. I mean,
Were
Ty
they?
Cobb
Yeah.
used to sharpen his and then put his foot way in the air and cut guys.
Okay.
Ty Cobb was an animal. You ever see that movie, Cobb?
No.
Dude, Tommy Lee Jones? It's one of the greatest movies ever made.
Is that right?
I'm not. One of the most fascinating Americans in history is Ty Cobb.
So he was like stabbing guys with his cleats.
Dude, he was a blatant racist. I mean, blatant.
Wow.
Did not care. He was from Georgia. He was probably the best baseball player that ever lived, him or Babe Ruth. He was hated by everyone he played with, but no one could deny how great he was.
Yeah.
And filthy rich. It was either Coke or Pepsi or one of those companies. I forget. He invested in because they were going to. He invested in them because they were going to aluminum cans or something. Made a gazillion dollars.
What decades was that? When did that happen?
He played in I think the teens, 20s.
Yeah, okay.
I think earlys or like the knots, whatever it is, and and then like the teens and into the 20s. I think I'll look that up while you're reading.
Gotcha. Well, you can help the Maryland Zoo's new giraffe. Did you hear about the giraffe at the Maryland Zoo?
No, but I love giraffes.
He was a surprise. Like somebody, I guess they didn't know the giraffe was pregnant. And it was a surprise.
Wait.
Yeah.
They couldn't tell a giraffe was pregnant?
I guess not. And listen to how big he is when he's born, right? Okay.
Yep.
The 4-year-old giraffe, Kippy, gave birth to a 128-pound, 6-foot-tall calf last month. And she's looking for a name. And that's quite a drop, too, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's got to be 10 feet, right? Or
Yeah.
do they lay down?
I don't know. I don't know how they give birth.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they do lay down. Because that's quite a drop.
I've always wondered this. I'm serious. I don't know. I don't know. Is it possible that it would be easier for, I don't know, I'm asking an ignorant question, for a woman to give birth standing up or like in that position?
Didn't
Doesn't
they used to do that in the field?
But doesn't gravity help that process?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I wonder
Yeah.
why, like, if cavemen and women, that's how they did it. I'm sure there's a reason that it's more comfortable for the woman now, but I think that naturally that's probably how we gave birth. I would imagine. I don't know.
I don't know either.
You ever
Yeah.
thought? I never thought about that before.
Yeah.
Right now, because I thought about that giraffe. Like, do they lay down? Because they can spread their legs real far wide.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen one do it.
No.
Yeah, they can spread their legs out. And I wonder if that's how they. Yeah, I've never seen. I'm gonna have to look up giraffe sex.
You don't want to mess with a giraffe, man.
No, they're not.
You don't think of them as like hostile creatures,
Oh,
but when they get mad,
dude.
they start swinging that giant neck around.
Think about this. They, in my opinion, might be the most. I think they're around the most predators of any other big animal. Because an elephant really doesn't have predators. Baby elephants do. But a full-grown elephant, ain't no lion coming after that thing. Unless it's injured. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Or if it's alone and there's a pack of lions. Yeah.
I don't even know if a pack of lions could take down a full-grown elephant.
Yeah.
I mean, because if that thing stomps on one, it's dead. I don't know. That's interesting. We'll have
That's
to do
fun
a-
to think about.
Yeah, it's
you
neat to
know,
think about. I agree with you.
Elephant versus lion. Yeah. Well, anyway, the Maryland Zoo is looking for donations and help naming its new baby giraffe. To enter your suggestion, you or a group of you and your friends can donate $100 to the zoo, and the winner will be announced on May 1st. You have any names? Any ideas for names?
For what is it
Mickey
again?
Talks?
Yeah, let's call it Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey the giraffe.
Mickey the giraffe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
We'll throw it in there.
How do you vote on it?
You will, let's see here. You donate $100 to the zoo. I imagine you go to the website.
All right.
Donate the $100, and you can probably put your suggestion up at the zoo website.
Here's what we should do.
Yeah.
We should figure out a way to get as many people that want to donate to the zoo $100 and just put Mickey in the name.
Yeah.
Don't you think that'd be cool?
Yeah, I like it.
Anybody that wants to donate under the name Mickey for the giraffe name, the baby giraffe.
Or they could take that $100 and donate it, advertise on Mickey Talks.
I'd rather support the zoo right now. I'd rather help. I'd rather
True.
be named after an elephant named after me.
Yes.
Or no, giraffe.
A giraffe.
Yeah. Yeah. And how funny would it be that one of the shortest people in the history of Baltimore is named after a giraffe is named after him?
Right.
Do you understand how funny that is?
Yeah.
We got to make this happen, Matt.
That'd be hilarious.
Just for the joke.
I like it.
Start raising money, kids. By the way, Ty Cobb, first year in Major League Baseball, was with the Detroit Tigers in 1905.
Oh, wow. It was
And
the early
his
days.
first at bat, he doubled. Yeah.
I wonder how much his card is worth. I'll have to ask my dad. He's into the baseball cards.
Does he have any big ones?
Oh, he's got huge cards.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, really big.
Big money items.
Oh, yeah.
So you got like a Babe Ruth
He used
card?
to own a, he's got a Babe Ruth. He's got several Babe Ruth cards. He used to own a sports memorabilia store.
Where was it?
It was in Carroll County,
Really?
Eldersburg. Yeah. Yep.
I never knew that about your dad.
Now he's all online. Yeah.
But that's his business?
It's not his business. You know, I mean, it could be a business for him for sure, but he's
Yeah.
more of just a collector. And he'll sell a lot of stuff on eBay now.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Really cool, man.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to. I don't know all the cards right now. I have to bring in a list of the stuff he has. It's some pretty wild stuff.
That would be. I'd love to see it, dude. I'd love to see it. Mick, you don't want giraffe. You don't want giraffe porn in your search history. Oh, stop it, Rocky. You despicable man. What else we got, Matt?
Speaking of elephants, you heard that there was a 5.2 magnitude earthquake that struck San Diego at 10:08 a.m. local time yesterday.
Wow.
I don't know if you saw the video, but there's a video of the San Diego Zoo elephants forming a protective circle around their young during the earthquake. It was wild.
Who was doing that?
The elephants in the San Diego Zoo.
They formed a circle.
Yeah.
They knew what was coming.
Yeah, so it's known that animals can feel a natural disaster coming, and the San Diego Zoo has proof. The zoo released a video showing a group of
I
5
gotta look that up.
Yeah, they form an alert circle during yesterday's 5.2 earthquake. The elephants at the safari park located near Escondido formed the circle designed to protect the herd and younger elephants during the shaking. The animals create the circle standing face out with the youngest elephant in the middle. The zoo says all 5 elephants are safe and back to their regular routines now.
Oh my God, dude! I'm looking at it. Oh, right now, there's an ad.
Well,
Son of a.
They're super highly intelligent animals.
Aren't they like
they've
next to
got-
us and monkeys like the smartest?
I don't know, but their problem-solving skills are incredible.
Dolphin or what-
Social
yeah.
intelligence.
Yeah, they're incredible.
They've got their own communication
Wow!
system.
I'm sorry, I'm watching the
Yeah.
video live. Or
It's wild, isn't it?
it's like they all just stepped up. They feel it. All right, here comes the circle.
Yeah.
Get around these little ones. Wow! Oh my God!
I mean, they're very sensitive, I think, to seismic activity anyway, because they communicate like that. You know, like they're stomping on the earth.
Can I make a
They
prediction?
feel that and can communicate with elephants miles away.
You know what else too?
Yeah.
They go back a long ass time. What if they did have predators that are extinct now?
Oh, I'm sure.
But used to move the earth when they walked, and when they feel that, that's an instinctual thing of like, hey, wait a minute, somebody's coming to get us.
Yeah.
Because if you watch the video, they all back up into each other with the small one in the middle, so they're like looking at a perimeter.
Yeah.
It's wild. Have you seen it?
I've seen it,
It's
yeah.
so cool.
You know, not only do they feel earthquakes and possibly predators as well. But that's how they talk to each other.
Yeah, it's amazing.
The way they stomp and make vibrations in the ground, they can read that from miles away.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
It's incredible.
I agree, man, totally.
So I'd like, here's another video for you to look up if you haven't yet. Vice President J.D. Vance fumbled the trophy while celebrating the Ohio State victory at the White House. Have you seen that video yet?
I got to look it up. You told me about it, but here's the funniest thing. Like, the left will somehow act like that's a reason to not be elected. You know what I mean?
He's too clumsy.
Explain it. Like,
He's too clumsy.
Have you seen it? Have you seen it, Matt?
Yeah, I've seen it, but for me, he's getting kind of the blamed with dropping the trophy. But if you watch the video,
I'm getting ready to watch it right
and
now.
I'm not taking J.D. Vance's side for any reason,
gonna watch it.
except
You know
that
me.
I watched the video. To me, the trophy is in like two pieces. Like
Yeah.
There's the top part, and it obviously comes apart from the bottom.
Right.
The student next to him grabs the top of the trophy
And pulls up?
as he's trying to lift the base.
We'll get to the bottom of
I
it.
think the student did it, not on purpose, but
Right.
the student did him dirty.
You think JD's getting a bad rap? Wasn't
Yeah,
even him.
yeah.
He's a fall guy.
I think so.
Let me see this video. Come on, all these damn
Yeah.
ads.
Vice President J.D. Vance fumbled the NCAA championship trophy while honoring the Ohio State Buckeyes at the White House on Monday. It was while posing for photos outside the White House with the football team. Vance attempted to lift the trophy from a table when its base fell off. Players were seen laughing in the background as Vance retrieved the base and set it back in place. He then removed the top of the trophy and posed for the photo. Vance earned his bachelor's degree from Ohio State in 2009 and joined the ceremony as a proud alum.
I just watched it.
Yeah. What do you
It's
think?
all on him, dude.
You think it's all him?
Yeah, I do, because his hand goes to the bottom of the gold part and pulls up, holding the black thing. So he's the one that actually pulls it out, if you look close.
It looks to me like
they
the
both
student do it.
But
does
I
it?
think the student's just balancing it. Honestly, if I was there,
All
that's
right.
what I'm going with. But
All
what
right.
the hell do I know? What the hell do I know? Nothing.
That's all right. So apparently, police did not question P. Diddy after
What?
a 2022 shooting at his home. So Diddy could be looking at another legal headache.
God, I'm so sick of this. Like, when do we know anything?
I don't. I
Has
guess
the trial started yet?
no. I guess he's got to go to trial.
When is that? How long can it take?
I don't know.
That's the part I get confused about.
Yeah.
Like, how long do you make anyone wait? Do you just give them forever?
I guess they're giving people a chance to flee the country.
yeah,
Right now.
yeah, yeah. I
that
mean,
what's
look,
happening?
I don't, clearly this guy's a piece of crap, right? I mean, all signs point to not good person.
Yeah.
But, like, wow, this is just like, this is like OJ again. You think it's going to be captivating, the trial? Or do you think it's just going to be
I
nobody
wonder if
cares?
they're gonna televise it like they did OJ. They should.
Well, it depends how serious these allegations get.
I think there's too much media and Hollywood personalities involved for them to.
That would be the
Probably
reason
do that.
they don't, though.
Right. That's what I mean.
But it could be like the public can demand it, I think. I
Yeah.
forget how that works. The judge has the ultimate say, I think. What else we got?
There is a Harvard scientist who claims that an ancient civilization on Mars was wiped out by a nuclear attack from an alien race. Now, this is a story that has resurfaced because I think he made this wild theory back in 2011, and some different shows and podcasts and things have brought this back up. But he says an ancient Martian civilization was wiped out by a nuclear attack. Though it may bring to mind alien warfare seen in Star Wars and movies like that, the claims are rooted in scientific research, he says. His name is Dr. John Brandenburg from Harvard. He originally put forward the wild theory back in 2011. According to the researcher, ancient Martians, known as Sidonians and Utopians, were the victims of a planet-wide massacre. And Dr. Brandenburg believes traces of the catastrophe can still be found on Mars' surface today. He first suggested that Mars's red hue might not just come from iron oxide, but possibly from the fallout of a massive thermonuclear explosion. Dr. Brandenburg also claimed that specific chemical elements found on Mars closely resemble those left behind at a nuclear test site here on Earth.
Do you think if do you think if an alien species came to Earth, what is your gut? Are they going to be hostile or explorers?
It's tough to say. If you would hope anyway that if somebody got to be that advanced to where they could travel across the solar system at the speed of light or using wormholes or
whatever
it would take to do that,
that they would
be somewhat enlightened,
right?
And they wouldn't want to destroy people.
Right. They'd want to know as well.
Yeah.
That's what you got to hope for, right? That's what the universal life message is.
Yeah.
That we meet somebody and we realize, wow, you're nice. Wouldn't that be cool?
It would be
What
cool.
if they just came down here and they went like this, and all the diseases were cured, and then they taught us how they did it?
Yeah, I mean, that would be incredible.
Imagine if they're just 100,000 years ahead of us.
Or imagine, if that's what they say, that if an alien race came to Earth and they were that technologically advanced,
Yeah.
I mean, our society would change drastically from that knowledge.
Overnight.
Yeah.
Overnight.
We wouldn't recognize it.
No. We wouldn't even know where we were living anymore. Nothing would matter that did.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, it would be insane.
Yeah. All kinds of new technology would come of that. According to some officials from our government, they've already been here and they have things that they're trying to reverse engineer now. So who knows?
It's bizarre, man. That's all I can say. Like, what goes on is just freaking bizarre to me.
Yeah.
What goes on in the world. I don't know. It's weird. There's so many weird things, I think. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I think that I think that we're going to, as our technology improves too, we're going to be able to find out things. If we can travel out further into space and explore planets and things like that, we're going to understand a lot more than we know already. This is apparently the scientific information he's using right now is an isotope called xenon-129 is consistent across the entire solar system except for on Mars, he said. The research claims a high concentration of xenon-129 in the Martian atmosphere. Other scientists, of course, are a little skeptical of all this, saying that there could be other things causing that element, I guess, to be on the surface of Mars.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's just weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think anymore. I think there are aliens. I really do. I know people think I'm crazy.
No, I mean,
I'm 50-50 on Bigfoot. I used to be 100. I'm 50-50.
Yeah.
They've sent too many people out. They would have found something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it's bears, honestly, at this point. I think it's a lot of novice forest people that just saw a bear. And when a bear can walk and run on its back legs.
Well, there's tons of videos of them doing that now.
And when you see it, you go, yeah, that's a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I get it. That's what I'm wrong on that one, but I'm definitely right on the aliens. They're coming. They're coming.
There's a guy in Florida named Edward Cocaine, and
Of
he was
course
just
there is.
arrested for threatening a fast food employee with a knife.
Eddie Cocaine. I used to hang out with a dude named Billy Heroin. He wasn't as much
No, you
fun, though.
didn't.
No, I'm kidding.
Do you, Edward Cocaine, take Donna methamphetamine to be your
your
lawful
wife.
wedded wife?
And who is your flower child? Oh, look. It's little Dominic Angel Dust. Yeah.
And it sounds like a stage name for like an 80s hair band.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
Eddie Cocaine.
Hey, this is Eddie Cocaine from
Yeah.
Sleaze Brigade. And
Sleaze
you're listening
Brigade.
to Mickey Talks.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That's so true. It is so freaking true. It's hilarious.
I think you're automatically guilty in court if your name is Eddie Cocaine. You don't get due process.
Yeah, what do you say? How do you plead?
Eddie Cocaine?
My name. That's how I plead. Eddie
Guilty?
Cocaine. Yeah. Yeah.
He went into a Subway restaurant in Merritt Island, Florida. Edward Cocaine allegedly got into it with employees and eventually was said to have pulled out a knife to back up his side of the dispute. A sheriff's report says Cocaine became so irate with employees that yelling at them from across the counter wasn't enough. Fortunately, there was reportedly another guy present with Cocaine, the man, not the drug, who was able to restrain him before the knife was used in a more serious manner. Eventually, deputies were able to track down Cocaine and arrest him on charges of aggravated assault, burglary with assault, and battery. And it's not known what happened to get Cocaine so wired.
Well,
Right.
I'm just sitting here thinking there's a lot of times in your life where you have to write your name down, but you have to write your last name first. You know how many times somebody looked down and saw Cocaine Edward? Cocaine Eddie.
Imagine growing up with that name.
Cocaine Eddie.
Cocaine Eddie.
Yeah, dude, you get sat in class. All right, roll call. Davis, Matt, here. Coachella, Mickey, here. Cocaine Eddie, here. That's beautiful.
And continuing in Florida news here, there's a woman accused of selling human bones. A Florida woman is accused of selling human bones at her store in Orange City. Investigators have been looking into the Wicked Wonderland shop since receiving a complaint in 2023. They say the store advertised human skull fragments, rib bones, and other illegal items on Facebook. And the owner, Kimberly Shopper, was recently arrested. She's charged with trading in human tissue, a second-degree offense.
Yeah.
She posted a $7,500 bond on Friday.
It's insane. I mean, people
Who's shopping for skull fragments?
there's all that weird, like, occult stuff, and, like, you grind it up, and you make powders.
Right. Dude, where am I going to get my skull fragments now,
I make
man?
skull fragments, and then the raccoons been just, their skulls are too soft. You can't get a paste out of it. You can't get a paste. I've ground up them raccoon skulls, and you got to use almost a muddy water to get any kind of paste for them.
Y'all got them human skull fragments?
Yeah. I just need the 4 skull fragments if you got them. Only need to make a quarter pound tonight. Thank you. It's ridiculous. I don't understand people. Don't you think that there's just some people you're supposed to look at and go, hey, dude, jump off that cliff.
Yeah.
And then when he hits the bottom, you go, okay, that's done. I don't know what to do with some people.
Yeah.
Why do you need I mean, do they use them surgically?
Where did they come from? Where is she getting
I'm
them
going to
from?
guess from skulls.
Well, right, but whose skull and how?
Well, I would imagine, like, medical stuff. Like, I would imagine bone fragments are found in crime scenes and stuff.
Yeah, but that's not accessible to the public, though, right? You can't just walk into a crime scene and grab
I
skull
guess
fragments.
I don't know
right?
how you'd grab skull.
That's serious black market stuff. It's got to be, right? Like, whose skull is that? Are they going in the graveyards and digging people up? Is it some kind of deal from the morgue in the hospital? Some guy is dealing skulls, or who knows what's going on there?
It's It's bizarre, man.
Yeah.
I just think certain people have just lost their freaking minds.
So there are now methods that will erase your bad memories, sort of. Recent advancements in neuroscience are bringing the concept of dampening traumatic memories closer to reality. Like in the, they call it like the film from 2004 called Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
But,
That's with Jim Carrey, right?
is it?
Yeah. Either Jim Carrey or Russell Crowe.
Okay.
It's one of, I think it's Jim Carrey.
Well, I got to go see it now because it sounds cool.
No, wait. Maybe it's Paul Giamatti. I'm getting a bunch of movies mixed up. What's it called?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Carry on.
And while completely erasing a memory is still fiction, researchers are using techniques to reduce the emotional impact of painful memories, offering potential relief for people suffering from conditions like PTSD and severe depression. And according to Dr. Jonathan Razzulli, a neurosurgeon at Northwell Staten Island University Hospital, there are at least 3 different methods that look promising, using magnetic fields to stimulate specific areas of the brain, implanting electrodes on those areas, and the use of high blood pressure medicine, propapanol. Not everyone in the scientific field is a fan of the idea, though, but wiping out bad memories may be on the way.
I mean, I'm not a fan of it. I think you learn from your bad memories.
I think you do too. You know,
and it creates instinct, and it creates awareness of your in the future.
Yeah, in hypnosis, you can induce forgetfulness in people as well. You know,
Really?
you can erase a memory.
Can you erase a person? Like, you forgot you know somebody?
I guess if it was somebody that was very suggestible and they wanted that, if they wanted it really bad, possibly.
Wow.
But like you said, is it good for the person?
Like,
I think
here's, you know
think
where
on
I
some
would,
level you need to still deal with that
I'll
psychologically.
be honest with you.
Yeah.
I could, and I'm going to say something really harsh.
Yeah.
I mean, I could understand somebody wanting to forget something horrible happening to them, like a woman being raped.
Sure.
Why would a woman want to carry that?
Being carjacked.
Being carjacked, mugged.
Being in a war.
If you're an innocent victim.
Sure.
Yeah, that I could understand. Why would anyone want to remember if you were really, really abused?
Right.
And you don't want to remember that. But it's also important that you know, like, it's a weird dynamic. Like, because you forget that, would you then be different? I don't know how that would work. It's a fascinating thing to think about, though.
I wonder if it can ever be completely erased because, you know, when you talk about with hypnosis anyway, when you induce that on somebody, I think it still lives somewhere in your consciousness, and you're just not dealing with it.
I don't think I can argue that.
You're just not dealing with
Yeah.
it, and it's going to manifest
Of
in
course.
some way,
and
in your
usually
life.
not good.
Yeah.
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 All right, Matt, we got any more?
Well, Easter is coming up, Mick. And,
Oh, yeah.
Egg prices through the roof right now. So people are looking for alternate things to dye.
Okay.
The list of cheaper things to dye
I can
other
think
than
of a
Easter
couple
eggs
things I'd like to die.
is about 50 pages long. And here's the latest. Jet Puffed wants you to dye marshmallows instead of eggs this year. They're selling kits on Walmart's website this weekend for $2 each, and they have immediately sold out already, actually.
Wow. Oh, dying marshmallows?
Dyeing marshmallows. How's that sound
I
to
mean,
you?
I think it works if a kid's really young and you can say, hey, this is how we do it now. Right? I
Yeah.
get it. Or we're going to do it this way because eggs are really expensive. But I think if a kid, you got an 8-year-old that's still into it, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, whatever. I don't know the ages. Yeah, I mean, you guess, save up. Get the eggs.
Save up the eggs or just buy less eggs, right? Just don't buy as many eggs?
Yeah. And another thing, can I say something to new parents?
Yeah.
The 7,500 Easter egg hunt, like with the big money in it and all, it's a little tacky. I mean, look, you got an Easter egg hunt.
What's tacky you're saying? Putting money in it?
I mean, when I was a kid, you got a little thing of candy and jelly beans.
Yeah.
Now everybody's searching for the $20 bill that Pop put in one of the eggs. And then it's no longer about the innocence of the search of the hunt.
Yeah.
It's now a treasure hunt.
You know what we did?
I don't know. I don't know.
We put candy. We put all the traditional
Yeah.
candy in there for my daughter, and, then we put like little toys and things.
I
in
don't
there.
mind. That's fine too.
Well, yeah, because you don't want them to just
Like
eat
cash?
tons of candy.
It's the day Christ rose from the dead. You're hiding a $5 in a plastic Easter egg? Like, really? And this isn't even a religious comment.
Yeah.
It's just like, come on. You know what I mean? You want to give the kid $5, give him $5.
Yeah, stick it in the Easter card maybe.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. The golden egg, everybody always finds, who gets the golden egg? They get an extra bag of jelly beans. The point is, Matt, I never found the good egg.
Right.
That's why
Now
I
you're
hate 'em.
bitter.
Yeah, I'm just bitter now.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
We'll set up an egg hunt for you, dude.
Yeah, I need a big egg hunt. And I need them to be like life-size eggs so I can crack them open and there's a person inside. We got anything else?
That is the facts, Matt.
Thank you, Matt. Brought to us by Barnes Paving, BARNES paving.com. Please go to barnespaving.com. All right, Matt, tomorrow on the show, it's called the Pandry?
The Pendry Baltimore is
Pendry.
stopping by. They've got an event they're doing at the Pendry coming up that is for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society.
Yes.
So they're going to come in here. It's kind of like the show Hot Ones. They're going to give us a sampling of the wings that and the hot sauces that they're going to use at the event they're doing. And you and I will be asked some questions by them, and we're going to sample these hot wings.
Now, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
It's called the Sagamore Pendry, right?
Right.
Okay. Where is this?
Downtown Baltimore, right?
Yeah,
right
yeah.
In, hold on.
Is it Fells
I'm gonna
Point?
pull up the information.
Or
Fells.
South Baltimore?
I think it's Fells.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh, my God. They're a real company, and they're coming here?
Yeah, the chef's coming here along with Kate.
Wow.
And, yeah. So, and we'll give them a little plug right now too. Their
Yeah.
actual event is a benefit for Leukemia Lymphoma Society. They're going to have 6 leaders from the community come out, and they're going to ask them questions and feed them the wings. That's from 6 till 9 on May 6th at the Sagamore Pendry, Baltimore. You can go to a link on. We'll put the link up on our page here. It's a long link, so we'll put it up.
We'll do that.
But they'll be in here tomorrow. We'll plug that plenty for them tomorrow, and you're going to see Mick and I suffer through some hot sauces.
It's going to
tomorrow.
absolutely kill me. I'm going to hate
You
it.
think?
Yeah. You don't understand. Like, it's brutal for me.
Wow.
Like, it affects.
You're probably going to beat me. What you watch?
No way. No way.
I used
Now,
to have a
I like-
really high tolerance.
I like spicy.
Yeah.
I don't like hot spicy. Like,
Yeah.
I love garlic and like that. I love the food that has a lot of flavor.
Sure.
But when the temperature is hot, the spice actually like gets and burns.
Yeah.
Yeah, not for me.
See,
But
I get up, I eat eggs every day, and
Yeah.
there's Tabasco sauce on the eggs.
I
first thing
can
in the
handle
morning.
a Tabasco. That I'm okay with.
Yeah.
But when you start getting into this, like, wings from hell.
Like the super hots.
Yeah, the wings from hell.
Yeah.
Built with a pepper. There's only 8 peppers of this in the world.
Right, you got to sign a waiver.
Used to be 16, but the first people that ate them touched them with their skin and died. Used to be 16 pepper. Now there's 8.
Listen,
Hey,
there are mad scientists all over the globe right now, like creating
The
hotter
hottest
peppers.
peppers.
Yeah,
For
it's,
what?
It's insane for people that want to challenge themselves.
why that way?
You ever heard of the one chip challenge?
I don't know what that is.
I got a video of me doing this. It's the hottest pepper in the world.
Not a chance.
Was it a ghost pepper at the time? No, it was hotter than a ghost pepper. It was the Reaper. It was a Reaper. And this thing, like if you look on the scale of capsaicin, which is the
Yeah.
hot stuff in there,
Yeah.
it overlaps with mace. So you're essentially eating a chip with mace on
Okay.
it. You know?
You know I love you, right? You know it. We're like brothers at this point. You are an idiot. Why would you eat something that hot? Just explain it to me. Make it make
All right,
sense.
so I love hot, spicy things. Like I enjoy that. I enjoy the spice. I enjoy that burning feeling in my mouth. And then at some point, when you start to try hotter and hotter things, you're like, all right, I'm going to challenge myself.
Yeah, I don't.
To,
I
to
get
eat
that.
something
I
hotter,
guess.
you know?
I guess,
And
man.
then they put out this one chip challenge. I got a chip at home if you want me to bring it in.
No,
for you.
for what reason? I have no desire.
It would be good. Good video, man.
By the way, I told a friend of mine one time, hey, if you ever want to keep something from me, just hide it in hot sauce. I'm never gonna go in it and look. Ever.
All right, listen. You got to bring milk,
I'll bring milk. What else?
ice cream,
Okay.
and
This all sounds
and
fantastic.
some extra drinks with you tomorrow. Yeah.
You got me freaked out
Don't be
about it.
freaked out. No. I'm just saying, you know, we'll give you a pass. I don't get to drink anything, but you do. How about that?
No. I mean, dude, come on. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose. I want the people to see where I honestly check out.
But you know, the wings are going to go from least hot to hottest. So
See,
we
you-
want you to
of
try
course.
the hotter stuff.
I get it, but when I tap out, I tap out. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Is it just one bite of each thing?
Usually on the show, yeah, they take a bite and then they get a question asked.
Okay, they ask a question, I have to answer it.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to drink before I answer the question?
I think so. Yeah, I think they try to. You get extra points for not taking a drink in between.
Oh, my
you
God.
know,
I'm
in
gonna
between the
lose.
wings.
It's going to be very disappointing for the listeners. Maybe I'll bring somebody in to fill in for me.
I don't know. Come on.
I'll do it.
I don't know how spicy these wings are going to be because sometimes you go to a place where they say stuff is spicy and it's kind of like commercial spicy. If you know what I mean.
I don't.
It's
What
not
is
real-
commercial spice? Like
Commer-
sriracha?
Yeah,
Is that commercial
well,
spicy?
Yeah, sriracha and like Frank's hot sauce. I mean, that's all like commercial hot sauce. It's delicious. Don't get me wrong. I've fully stocked at the house, but it's not what I would call spicy hot sauce.
Yeah, I don't. I don't even. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
not going to be fun.
That is going to be the draw of this.
As the great
tomorrow.
Robert Schimmel said, I'm going to have to wipe my ass with a popsicle afterwards. Yeah. Oh my God, I am not looking forward
That's
to
my problem now. Is now
it.
that I've
The
gotten older.
digestive problems.
Yeah, when I was in my 20s, I had an iron stomach.
we all did.
You know, now that
We
I'm
all did.
in my 50s, my wife hates it. She hates when I complain about eating spicy food now.
Right, because she's like, you're
She's
an
like, why
idiot.
you do this to
Right,
yourself?
I'm with her.
Yeah,
No
right.
offense.
Yeah. No,
I will never pick sides in a marital argument.
I can't
Your
explain
wife's
it.
right.
You're right. You're right. She is right. Yeah.
All right, buddy. Great show, man. Tomorrow going to be a lot of fun. Want to remind everyone, please, if you need any kind of paving work, please call Barnes Paving. Great people. 443-243-3710. Matt, where does everyone find us?
Go to YouTube and please subscribe. It's at Mickey Talks Pod on YouTube. You go there, like our videos too. That helps us. And of course, if you dig the show, we would love you if you would share this on Facebook. Just hit that share button.
Yeah, please, everybody. If you watch this, hit share. We love you. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. Thanks, everybody. See you later. Bye.